Welcome to Kowalski Living. We're going to show you how we put our garden in this year. Hope you all enjoy it. One of the projects today is going to be the garden over here. We already got the broccoli planted, but we got to plant the rest of it. There's garlic and parsnips back here. Look at all our beautiful broccoli. We got to put some shade cloth over it because it's getting a little hot, a little quick. These are all parsnips right here. And then all of our garlic. We'll be planting corn in here. This is our corn area. We're gonna these are all our starts. We got onions. We got a citronella plant here with a little friend. Looks like a squash. Some kind of squash or cucumber. These are all the tomatoes. Some of them didn't pop, so we had to buy some starts. These are beets. And this is cilantro. There's more onions in here. Tomatoes and peppers. Some celery. More peppers, tomatoes. And we got more onions, like 300 onions. More peppers, tomatoes, beets, more beets. These are eggplant. More tomatoes. Let's see what we can get done today. End of day one gardening. Most of the rows are built. I am just too smoked to do that little back corner. You gotta do that, the far stuff where the corn's gonna be. We're not doing that. We're gonna mound up the corn after it starts to grow. But that far corner over there where these rows are going straight, we gotta do the end of that row. But the dirt is a little wet. It's a little clay. Pulled up all the wet stuff from underneath, so the peat moss didn't dry it out enough, but we'll work with it tomorrow. It should be dried out overnight. Look at the beautiful broccoli and the beautiful garlic. Morning 3 at the garden. We got some stuff done yesterday. Got all the rows made out. Got the 2 trellises for when you walk in the garden done. Got all the weed block paper back down. And put shade cloth over the broccoli so that they did not bolt on us. Trying to save it from bolting. It did get a little hot out here, a little fast. But this is what we got going on. And we got 1 row of tomatoes planted. I don't think we're going to plant anything here. Too much of this vine intertwined with the fence, and I'd really like to burn it off the fence. I think that's going to be the easiest way to get rid of it. I'm going to probably rake out our corn section today That way there we can get that planted. This row here is probably gonna be peppers. Gonna do some eggplant and probably a couple peppers in this one. This will be at the end on the trellises. It'll be cucumbers and butternut squash, and then we come down the row and there'll be more tomatoes here, right all the way to the end of this row. That row is going to be pinto beans, and I think we're going to let Michelle decide the last 3 rows so she can have some say in what's going on. Let's go over here at our broccoli. We got some beautiful broccoli growing. One of them's bolting already, but I think this one, we got anything in here? Nope, we don't have a head yet, which is a good thing. This one back here, as you can see, is getting direct sunlight right now, all morning, so it is trying to bolt. But I think the rest of them have enough shade. I even think we're going to save that little guy right there. This one over here is pretty cooked though. Yeah, I think we're going to lose that one. I don't really know. I think it may have sprouted a new... Oh, isn't that cute? Looks like it may have sprouted a new plant. Maybe it decided not to use that stem and is going to use this stem, and who knows? We'll have to keep checking her out. Put the shade cloth up. 50% shade cloth. I ordered another one for that side, but we didn't know how much we'd need. Just kind of winging it here, you know, going with the flow. Been mixing on Black Cow with M.I. Gardner's Trifecta and little worm castings, and putting that in the holes with the starts. Starts are looking pretty damn good today. I need a little water. I'll give him some water.
Alright, we're going to doze all this right here. We're going to put a raised bed right there. Stay tuned. We're going to do it the easy way. I'm going to take that dozer right there.
This is the onion bed that we had to make because we ran out of space to plant onions and still had 500 onions. And then we stuck beets in the middle. Another companion planting thing. We're not sure how it'll work. This one's just an experiment, but we'll see how it works out. After all that work we've done, gonna give you a little garden tour, a little update. Me and my wife Michelle. So we'll start over with the broccoli. We had the broccoli in earlier in the video. Some of it got annihilated. Like that one right there.
It's bolting.
And it's all bolting.
It's too hot.
Just got way too hot here in South Carolina. Way too fast.
Look at the Romanesco though.
But the broccoli Romanesco seems to be holding out. I don't even see any little head in there or anything yet. I think that might make a nice nice broccoli for us. This is that little friend that was in the citronella plant. We think it's a cucumber. Little cucumber there. Then we put some eggplant in this row. We didn't really do much to the soil on this side of the garden. It seemed to be pretty fluffy enough right over here in this region because there was a raised bed here. The rest of it we had to till and mix all kinds of stuff in. Black cow and trifecta. We got zucchini, squash, zucchini, but it didn't come up yet. Or actually, is that the seed right there? I think that's the seed right there.
It is. Is it getting water?
It seems a little dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
Maybe
We need to fix our watering. We have a watering problem.
we definitely have a watering problem. Let's put a little dirt over that.
See what happens.
See what happens. And then this is another squash here.
And there's more.
And then we do the same thing over here. Squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, and then 2 eggplant at the end. Our eggplants are just getting annihilated.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to have a rainy weekend, so after the rainy weekend we'll put some diatomaceous earth and some other stuff. Our pickling cukes have not came up yet.
There's definitely a watering problem.
There's definitely a watering problem
On this side, yeah.
in this region of the garden. And what do we got here, Michelle?
Spaghetti squash.
On this side?
Yeah, and that last one's a butternut.
Okay. We're gonna train that to go up and over the trellises here. We're gonna do pinto beans in this row here. We just haven't done it yet. They're tropical, they like the heat. This is our parsnip section. And then all of our garlic. We got some carrots coming up in the middle there.
I think those are just weeds.
Oh, just weeds that look like
Sorry
carrots?
to disappoint.
Oh,
Yeah, those are
looks like we're a mess then.
those are just weeds.
Michelle, what were you doing? You should be weeding.
Yeah,
Uh-oh. We gotta cut these scapes.
they're not curled yet.
Oh.
Unless elephant scapes are different, I guess we should look that up.
Yeah, we probably should look that up. If you ever need information on gardening, it's all over YouTube. Let's look at our corn section. We tilled this entire section. Oh, let me get the branch out of here. Oh, that didn't make it too far. Fail. It looks like there's a lot of weeds in here, but you don't want to disturb the soil because the corn really needs to bite into it. So we're just going to let the corn rock. Next week sometime we're going to have to put some nitrogen out here. It's a heavy nitrogen feeder. We tilled this whole area, added 6 bales of peat moss to the entire garden. And then just kind of fertilized wherever we put the plants. And we put celery over here.
Celery looks good.
Celery looks awesome. Gonna have to mound it up though, because we want it to grow a little tighter than it's growing. So if we mound it up, we can kind of get it to suck in kind of nice. Cute little celery stems there. And I just figured that it would be oh so cool to walk into the garden through this trellis and have all those celeries in a row standing up. We're just gonna have to review this footage later in the year, and we'll take a new shot of this so we can see if it stands up straight like I want it to. We got some more onion starts. We have an entire onion bed. We had to make a new bed for onions. We didn't have enough space. And then we got a little Romanesca broccoli over here, just like the one over there.
Plant it in that blank spot.
I'm gonna plant it in the blank spot over there, and it'll be with its cousin. What do we got over here, Michelle?
Volunteer tomato.
Oh, we got a volunteer tomato. Look at that right there.
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
And butternut squash.
Butternut squash. Gonna have to start weaving this
Yeah, I think
that way.
We'll bring the little tie stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll tie everything up in the tomatoes.
Beets. These were started in a cup,
We got the beets.
and these were started in the ground. Little succession planting. And we'll get to the end of the first tomato row. I don't know what kind of tomatoes are in here. Michelle knows.
Those are cherries.
These are all cherries. All right.
And then these are San Marzanos and Romas.
San Marzanos and Romas. All the way down here. We're just weaving them in and out of the cattle panel here.
Gotta cut some on this.
Yeah, they need to be trimmed up a little bit.
Top, you can tell.
Oh. Then we come around another volunteer. Look at these tomatoes just popping up everywhere. Now we got our peppers.
Yep.
Hopefully, when they grow peppers, they change color like they're supposed to.
These are
And then
orange.
it'll look cool, because I did the orange lunchbox peppers, 2 of them, and then orange bell pepper, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper, red bell pepper, yellow bread pepper,
bread.
whatever. They're peppers. They're all peppers, and they're all gonna be different colors. So I'm hoping that I turn the garden into Skittles. Maybe we could taste the rainbow. Oh, see, we ran out of space for onions, so they're randomly planted through the garden. I thought that this pepper plant was not going to get any sun.
Yeah.
We chopped some stuff down back here, and it's growing like mad.
Biggest one.
It's the biggest one, actually.
And these are all of our big beef tomatoes.
All big beef tomatoes with onions planted in the middle of them. Yes, it is. Good point, Michelle. Good for companion planting. They don't compete for the same things in the soil.
And they're good for pests.
And they're good to keep pests away from each other. Isn't that right, Michelle?
Right.
Well, that's our garden. This is 1 month in. We're going to keep doing updates, and we'll keep you posted.